Thursday morning, everybody. Here at World Headquarters. Snow flurries outside, turning to rain, I guess. High for today is only supposed to be like 34, 36. We are still waiting on two last parts for the poly pump. Those are supposed to be here today. So projects for today: get the poly pump put back together. My snowplow here, it needs a new cutting edge put on it and new polys put on both sides. I picked that up yesterday. I'm gonna have the guys do that. Just trying to, give everybody some hours and keep the ball rolling here while we are just getting started a little early for this year. I do have the new pumps for the machine. I've got the new hoses for the machine. I've got new pickups for the machine. But my plan is to not use the hose setup like it was. What I've done is I've ordered a couple of stainless steel cylinders that feed out the bottom, and I'm putting the same cam lock type plumbing on the bottom of them, hopefully. So they will sit here, and instead of having to prime the pumps by sucking up through the hose in the 5-gallon buckets down here, now they will gravity feed from the top down, making it easier on the pumps. Because trying to draw that thick product up a 3/4 inch inside diameter hose, you inadvertently run the pump dry for 30 seconds to a minute every time you're trying to prime. So I did order new hose. I'm going to put this together as a backup just in case. I've got some of my cam locks here. These are too big. The other ones will be here today. I've got all of our hose hardware cleaned up over here. So basically the only thing that we're waiting on is our new large gravity feed containers. So try and get that put back together today. Gonna get the guys working on the snowplow cutting edge today. Just gonna tinker around here and get as much stuff done as we can. If those parts come for that pump early, we'll spend the rest of the day over on that floor. So stay tuned, everybody. As always, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. Slowly but surely we're getting into concrete season. Okay guys, little Thursday update here. So we got the new cutting edge and poly on the plow. Guys got that done. We got the auger bits moved outside, power washed out the tracks on the cat, got our auger on a pallet. Was trying to kill some time hoping our delivery would show up, which it has not yet. The two pumps that my guy sent us, I took one out, put it on. The shaft is the wrong size. These have a 1/2 inch shaft. I need a 3/4. I've got my lines ready to go. I made up these other lines brand new, got those ready to go. Literally the waiting on a pump is killing us. So that is still taken apart. I brought the guys in today, gave them each 4 hours. Got as much stuff done as we could, but right now it's still raining and misting out, so anything outside is kind of a waste. Inside we're just at the mercy of this pump. So according to the internet, the parts are on the way, and as soon as I get them, I'll get this thing put together, and hopefully tomorrow we can get over to that barn job and make some progress. It's supposed to be cold and nasty tomorrow as well. So slowly but surely we're getting there. Highlight. Tina called me today, said that he wanted to come pick up his tools and his boots, everything he didn't take in the fall when he left. Didn't ask about work, didn't say anything about work. So I'm kind of taking that as he's all done. The way he left in the fall was that he basically was no call, no show the last 3 weeks of the year. This winter I saw him 3 times. He stopped by to throw some stuff in the dumpster here at the shop and called me today and said he wanted to come by and pick up his tools. So he came by, grabbed all his stuff out of the trailer, and I guess that was that. So he's older, you know, probably wanting to retire, got some other projects or whatnot going on. So hopefully everything works out good for him, but sounds like he's all done. So we will go from there. It is Friday morning. We are out here at this big warehouse job. The parts for my poly pump did not show up, hopefully today. So I'm renting a poly pump from a buddy of mine. The guys are on their way to pick that up right now. I just dropped off all the poly here, measured it up. We've got 1,660 linear feet of saw cut to fill today. So we're gonna try and get that done. Hopefully we can get it done. Maybe we can get the yellow epoxy on around the pit. Guys probably won't be back here for about 45 minutes to an hour with the pump. They just took off with the trailer to go grab it. I've got like 6 bids to do today, so I'm gonna swing back here once they get here and we'll get the show on the road.
All right, it's Friday morning at the shop.
Borrowed poly pump.
Yep.
Hoping it makes it through.
Had to borrow a buddy. He's been through a slew of issues with ours, but this one seems to be working just fine.
I wish I wouldn't say things like that.
We're cooking. Got the guys back there scraping as we go.
Yeah, you hand me the camera and then I do that.
I fucked you up.
Nice little overfill, getting our joints filled to the top. 1,660 feet of joint to go. All right, guys, it's Friday. We've knocked this out in about 2 hours. We've got all of our joints filled with a gray poly. The guys are finishing up at that end right now, and then we're going to clean the machine. And then we're going to get down here with some yellow safety epoxy. We're going to get all of this edge painted that we got ground around here. We had to get these joints filled in first, so it would be nice. All seamless, one piece. So now that we've got all of our joints filled, this will be nice and easy to clean up in the future. Won't be a bunch of stuff down in the joints. You'll be able to sweep it. We're going to put sealer on this floor. We're going to basically be running gravel trains and things like that in here. So there's a little bit of overlap here. Not too worried about that. That's going to wear off in time. Like I said, they've already got some oil stains and whatnot on here, so more functional than looks in this one, but it's going to be really nice to clean. So stay tuned. We're going to get this poly pump cleaned up, and then we're going to start with the epoxy.
folks. And I'll be damned if we didn't get just a perfectly clean line all the way down this thing. Wow. Do you guys feel safer with this caution yellow ring around the truck pit?
I do.
I automatically feel safer.
I see it.
I do feel safer.
Yep.
Caution yellow, baby. Dude, them lines are mint though, all the way around.
Yeah, it is.
There's not a, I don't
That
see
looks
a flaw,
fire,
dude.
dude.
So clean. Wow.
I better take some pictures of that. I mean, that is
Nice straight too, man.
See, even that middle where the concrete curved a little bit, you can see it a little bit, but I did stretch it out because I was like, man, it's not going to the, why doesn't it want to go to the line? Yeah.
Very nice. Wow. Now that we got this done, tomorrow we'll be back, or not tomorrow, Monday. Monday we'll be back here to get this whole thing sealed up. Quite a few buckets of sealer. But for today, for this job, covered in yellow paint, that's it.